What is up, everybody? This is a Spare with a Gun, back with another episode of How to Train Your Turtle. Okay, so, I had an idea. For those of you, I keep saying for those of you that don't know, but then I realized I didn't do this in a video. So none of you know. This is a lightning rod. Oh yeah. These bees, man. These guys are working overtime up in here. Yeah, they have been making quite a few iridium nuggets over time. Combined with my UV matter, I've been getting a lot. So I made enough to make 3 iridium plates, which I used to then make the lightning rod. Actually, I haven't checked the scrap on this in a while. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. Can't do it. I don't want to make a lot of noise. I'll just kill them all. Let me clear these guys out. While I'm clearing, basically, I set up, I don't know if some of you may have noticed in that brief little moment there that, I made a rainmaker. And, kind of to go hand in hand with the lightning rod, that, you know, you make it rain and then it makes more lightning and then it'll more frequently power stuff. So my plan here was that I could just come along and put what I needed in this chest. This is set up that if, actually this is supposed to be...
My name is Carolyn.
Shut up, Carolyn. Space in the inventory, it gives off redstone signal, which is right there. Turns the engine on, because I was too lazy to make pulley gates. Powered by the tesseract that's connected to my main solar panels, and it goes to the carpenter. You need gunpowder, pollen, honey, and a can. It has to be an aluminum can, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, go away. So it has to be an aluminum can. I tried beeswax and it didn't work. Or beeswax cans. That didn't work. So my idea was, I found out through the FTB wiki that you can actually pump the iodine capsules directly into the rainmaker to make it rain. So what I was doing here is then this one's set to where if items in inventory, because these are considered this is considered items in inventory when it makes stuff, not this. You can't pull from here apparently. But yet it's because this one has stuff in it. Come to think of it, did I label this? Rain Man. Yeah, I did. Yeah. And I'm going to explain why. Basically, this one's set that to be pulling, and when it makes anything, it pulls the can out and puts it in the turtle. What I want to do is basically set up that if this turtle receives... I put a little wireless modem on him. So if he receives a RedNet message that says, I want to make it rain, then he's going to check and make sure he's got at least one item in there. And if he does, he's going to drop one into the chest, which this is set up to where if there's any items, pull, which then puts one into the inventory. So I'm only going to put one in at a time, so that it... excuse me, sorry. So that it will not... Because I tried it, and if it's already making rain... and you put another one in and it pipes it out, it just dumps them on the floor. So I only want it to do one at a time, I think. And I may end up setting up... I know Etho did something with a rain tank to detect whether or not it was actually raining. So I may end up doing that to where if I tell him to make it rain, that he'll drop one and then wait for another signal or something. And then I'll set up something to where if it rains... or if it sees that it stops raining, it sends him another signal saying, hey, it needs another one because I still want it to rain, and then it'll just keep going. But there's a problem, and the problem is, boom, 71 meters away from the main computer, which is where I would most likely be calling this. So the problem here is that wireless modems on Computercraft only go 64 meters, which you can see is further. So what I have set up here is, I might end up moving this, of course, as the storage room change that we talked about may take effect, but for now, this can, I already ran a test and it works. It'll receive a message and it goes about, it's actually, I timed it perfectly because it says 61, but it's actually right at 64. So if I had gone a little bit further, this wouldn't have worked. But basically the idea here is he's going to receive a message, and when he receives the message, all he's going to do, like, he's not going to process any of the logic, he's just going to send it on down to the turtle, because he's close enough to him that it should be fine. So that part shouldn't be that difficult. And then he's going to have his RedNet on all the time, and he's just going to check and see what's up. So I may actually end up moving him to programming, though, because these slimes and stuff are just going to keep spawning and annoying me. So for now, let's do this one, which he'll be the simplest one, so we're just going to edit the startup. And the first thing we're going to do is open the, just like we had done in the previous videos, we're going to open the RedNet, and then, let me see if I remember how to do this, it's local, and then it's sender, and message, and then I don't need distance really. Receive, and then he's going to, okay, I need the ID for this guy down here. You are, oh, just typed it again because I'm not paying attention. 72. Okay, so now we're going to, let's see if I remember how to do this. Send to 72, and then we're just going to piggyback message. Yeah, I think that's all you got to do. Yeah, so that should be it for him. And now if I reboot him, alright, and the fact that you don't have a little DOS prompt thing here means that it's actually waiting for a signal. Okay, so he's good to go. I'm going to go ahead and grab this guy, and we're going to go up here, and I'm going to program both these, and then we're going to run it and see if it works. Okay. I don't know. I got so much crap in my inventory. Wait a minute. Oh, Shredder. I forgot where he was. Yeah, I made a few extras. I wasn't sure how many computers it would take, and then I found out it takes like 70 or 64 or whatever, so it's not that bad. And actually, I'm going to put him here. Okay, he doesn't have anything on him. I'm going to put him here because I'm going to write everything on this computer and then I'll just save it to the disk, I think. Okay, so we're going to remove test, and then let's do rainmaker. Or, actually, no. Just because we can. Make it rain. That's all I'm going to do. This isn't going to receive any arguments or anything either, I don't think. Because it should just be... I'm thinking it should just be whether or not I want to do it or not. Oh, I am going to need to modify this guy down here, though. A little bit. Oop. Because I actually want him to then, I want him to then receive. Oh, and I guess I should put a check in here, shouldn't I? 5. That way it'll keep us from picking up broadcasts. Okay, and let's Let's do this again. So let's then do... Actually, I think I will put this in a loop so that it just keeps going in case it picks up the wrong message. It'll have a chance to recover. I think that should work. We'll find out. And the reason, in case I'm going too fast, 5 is the ID number for the main computer up there, and 72 is the turtle, in case you missed that. So let's see here, what next? Okay. We've got... And we're gonna send this back. So, just for ease of operation purposes and understanding, let's go ahead. Nope. Let's move you back. And do main PC message. And we'll do get rainman message. Oops. So that helps us figure out what's going on. So, that's going to cause a problem. It's always good to close your parentheses. So basically, it's just going to get the main PC and send it, and then once it sends it onto him, it's going to wait for another one, and then send that back to the main PC, and that way we'll be able to kind of like tell the main PC what's going on if he's out of iodine capsules or, you know, something like that. We can do it. Okay. So now this is the rainmaker one. So what I want to do... Oh, open. Open... Was it left? I think, on this one? Yeah. Okay, so... Send message. Let's do... Pooh. I don't remember what his ID is. Oh, wait, I can... no, I removed it already. Crap. I had a program with it, but I don't anymore. Ooh, cleared it. Okay. ID 73. That's right. Because that Rain Man was the last computer I made before I made these guys. Come on. Come on. Go. Really? Alright. Okie doke. Let's see. So first of all, I need to make a string or something that has the message. Screw it, we'll just do message equals, we'll just say rain. And then we'll send it to 73. We'll send message. Really? Relay 1, and we'll get rid of this. Okay, so there's that. So that's going to pass the message on. Now, I need to check get reply, and I need to check for its feedback. If sender's equal to 73. Then, what we'll do is print okay, so this is actually going to be more in the turtle code, I guess. Then we'll do it just to make sure. It should already be a string, but I always do the 2-string thing just to be on the safe side. So yeah, I think... And then we can just close that, I guess. We'll find out. I mean, I might be messing something up, but I think a lot of it is going to end up being on the turtle side, actually, because this is just going to tell us what's up. Oh, unless I want to print that to the monitor. Do I want to print that to the monitor? We'll leave that for now. I may end up going back and actually changing this to where the monitor, like it prints out over here on the monitor, but for now, I think that's good to go. Now let's go ahead and copy this to the disk. Okay, now we're going to do oh, okay, we're gonna do no, I'm not gonna do it this way. Rainman. What this is gonna do is then I'm just gonna copy this over to the turtle, but when I copy it, I'll move it over as startup, I think, is how I'll do that. So first of all, we gotta open the rednet, which I believe is right on the turtles. Get message, and then we're gonna do center massage. Receive. Now, let's see. I need to make sure it's 73 again because I'm still checking against relay 1. Okay, so this is going to get a little bit more dicey. I'm going to put this up here. But actually, I'm going to move it because this one's going to be a bit where the meat and potatoes is. I almost typed meat and potatoes. Functions. Main loop. Main loop. Okay. So for the functions, we're going to do rainmaker. I think. And okay, so what do we got going on here? This is going to get the message, and if it's sender, then it's going to call rainmaker, I think. That's how we're going to play this. But we'll need to return a value. Well, I suppose I could put it in an if statement. Oh, I got an idea. Let's do result equals 0 for now. And then what we'll do is we'll make rainmaker returns result. And then if result equals, how do I want to do this? I guess 0? No. 1, then the one is going to be out of iodine, I think. Is that the only scenario we might run into? Let me think. We've got, you could run out of iodine. And then we'll leave... No, what I'll do is I will eventually add to... you know what, we'll just make that a boolean. Screw it. Oh, excuse me, that might be easier. Then let's do another one up here, and we'll take this out. Message. Can I? Oh, I forgot I'm on the main computer. I can do scroll wheel. Oh. Okay, so if not result, then message equals no need iodine. Else message equals making it rain. Exclamation point, because I can. And then we will send this to 73. Yeah. Forgot about this part. I'm just gonna put this in here. I don't really need it, but it's good programming stuff, because in case I want to change something later. Send reply, as it were. So, and then we'll close the modem. Man, got all kinds of burps and hiccups and whatnot going on over here. Right. Okay. So, that's that. So, for now, it's going to basically be need iodine or not. What I'm going to eventually do is I will add the section that deals with the rain tank. I'm thinking what'll end up happening is I'll do a rain tank on the roof up there, and then it'll be, that must be the base of the tree. Then it will be if, like, there's no water in the tank or something, I'll have to look into how the rain tanks work, but something about if that ends up working, that then it sends a redstone signal to a computer like relay 2 or something, and then it'll send a signal to this one, and then I'll recode this one's code to look for that. And so if it, yeah, it'll just like keep sending it to it when it's done, and then this will keep sending to this type of thing, and I'll make it more of a looping type system. But for now, this should work. So I need to set up then this function. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually do another function here. Check inventory. And this one I've gotten pretty used to, actually. I've done this one quite a bit. We're going to do I equals 1 to 16 do end. So what this is going to do is then if turtle get item count I is, let's say, greater than 1, or greater than or equal to 1. Because the iodine's the only thing coming in there, so I don't really have to compare to what things are. I just need to know how many there is. Result equals true, right? Not result need iodine. Yeah, so that makes it true, and then we're gonna break. Else. Yeah. Otherwise, what we're gonna do then. Oh, no, you know what I'll do? I'll make this. I'll make the, yeah. I know what I'll do. Let's say result equals true and then break here. Let's get rid of this. So is equal to 0. What I'm not sure about is I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna pause this and I'm gonna go compare, because I know my one turtle has a really good inventory management system that I did, so I'll be right back in a second. Okay, so here's what I figured out. First I made a little local variable, then I checked to see if the first slot is empty. If it's not, full equals true. So it has items, and then down here I need a return line. Okay, so if it's empty, it's going to do this. Otherwise, it's just going to say, yes, I've got items, and return true. If it's not, if the first slot doesn't have items, then it's going to check 2 through 16, and it's going to say if item count in that slot is greater than equal to 1, greater than or equal to 1, then select it, transfer it to slot 1, select back to 1, and then say full is true, and then break the loop. And then if this slot is empty too, then you say it's false, and you keep going. So if you go through all of these and it ends up being false, it's going to return false. If it finds anything within any of these slots, it's going to return true, and if the first slot has items in it, it's going to return true. So that's going to be the check inventory system. So what we're going to do for the rainmaker, you know, I may end up changing this spot here. Well, no, it'll be fine. What we'll do is we'll check this first. So, inventory equals check inventory. If not inventory, meaning it's false, then well, no, what we'll do is say if inventory is true, just to make sure. I don't know, I think that would work, but I want to be sure. I don't want to double check that again. Else return false. So what we're going to do here is then say check inventory should end up selecting the first slot if it finds anything. Yeah, so that should be just to be on the safe side. We'll start this by selecting the first slot. And that way if it goes through and it is false, we know we're on the right slot for the next part here. So we don't have to check that because we just did. So if inventory is true, it has something in it, then what we're going to do is drop 1. And that'll drop it into the chest and then return true. Okay, so then, yeah, that all looks good. And then this down here is going to pull result after this. And then depending on result, it's going to send a message. So yeah, I think that's good. So let's go ahead and move this to disk Rainman. And now what I want to do is go into here and do copy Rainman, or wait, disk. Oh yeah, I don't need this anymore. Oops. Rainman to startup. Boom. Okay. So now, as soon as I place this little bugger down, he should call up. Woo! He should call up this RedNet. Oh. Oh, yeah, it does that. Okay, so that one's up. What the heck? That one's up. Alright. Now, I want to sleep first. Oh, crap. Alright, let's sleep first just so we can make sure that this works correctly. And I also need to make sure I get the iodine capsules too. Wait, where did those go? Oh, maybe, did I put those in the... I gotta find those. Get out of here. Covering fire. Alright. I gotta find... Did I put them in here? Dude, where are those iodine capsules go? Where'd they all go? Alright, well, I'll pause just for a second and be right back. Okay, so I actually went back and watched the video that I recorded, and I was a dummy. I picked up the turtle and the capsules went like over here. I didn't grab them, and then I went up there and did all that stuff, so they probably despawned. So I lost like 47 capsules, which is awesome. But I did manage to make a couple. So enough to test, enough to see if this works. And I should, in theory, be able to just say make it rain, and it should do it. Making it rain. Good. Good. Give it a minute. Wait for it. Where is it? Oh, you have to wait 30 seconds for the thingy, the rainmaker to boot up. I don't want to go down there and look, though, because I think it would just be cool. Just look out and be like, ah, it's raining. That would be awesome. So I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait any second now. Any minute now. Is this the best view we can get? Besides going outside. Ah! Look at that! How awesome is that? That's right. That's right. Call me Rain Man. That's what's up. I can just type in my computer, make it rain. Bet you people who don't know how to do computers can do that without touching anything, right? Right? Just type stuff in. That is the power of computers, I would like to point out. People say technology doesn't go with nature. I beg to differ. I just used a computer to make rain. What's up? Alright, anyways, that's awesome. So it actually worked. One of my projects worked for once. I told you I could do something. Alright, so I hope you guys all enjoyed. Hope this was helpful and you liked it. If you do, give it a like, subscribe, all that stuff if you want to. Send us a comment, give us your thoughts. Yeah, and being that this is kind of a project tutorial series, like I'm, trying to explain how computer craft works through doing stuff. If there's any like projects that any of you that have subscribed to the channel or anything like think would be cool, or have watched our FTB stuff and like where our bases are and think, hey, this would be a cool little, project or functionality that a computer might be able to do, feel free to send me a message or send us a message or comment or anything like that and let us know. And I will see what I can do in terms of if I can figure out how to make it work or whatever. Might actually be fun in terms of just not coming up with my own stuff, but actually trying to do something else that I hadn't thought of or something. So yeah, feel free. In the meantime, I will see you guys later. And yeah, hopefully at some point I will expand this to where it takes into account, like once I tell it to rain, it'll take into account if it stops, it'll just keep making some or whatever. But that's for another episode, so I will see you all next time. Peace!